But tomorrow, the Republicans will attempt, this will be on Wednesday, will attempt to repeal the Health Care Reform Act. And what's very interesting about this, and they're doing it now in the headwinds of polls showing a majority of the country does not want to repeal this, because the country's starting to realize there are some tremendous benefits to this bill. That being, if you have a 26-year-old kid or a kid up to 26-year-old, they can stay on your health care. That if you have pre-existing conditions, you cannot be denied health care. That you cannot suffer from rescission. That 30 million new Americans will be allowed to receive health insurance and the subsequent health care. Now, all this kicks in, or some of it's already kicked in. Some of it kicks in sporadically through the next 2 years up until 2014. But the Republicans, they can't repeal that part. And they also realize they can't repeal the mandate, because that would really seriously debilitate their buddies in the insurance industry. So they don't have many talking points left to argue to their nut job followers, because no one's buying, you've lost your freedom. You have no freedom now to go and pay too much for bad health insurance. Nobody really buys that anymore, except for the fringe Republicans who control, sadly, the Republican Party. So the latest thing the Republicans have had to do is to lie. This is very interesting, because they were fighting health care based upon your freedoms and socialism. But now they're actually having to come up with the lie that health care is going to crush jobs. They were saying killing jobs before. Now they've changed their rhetoric to crushing jobs, because they can't argue that it's also going to cost more money. It's actually going to save $230 billion over the next 10 years, is according to the CBO. And so they can't argue that. They're going to say it's crushing jobs. And what they are pegging this on is a report by the CBO that some people may leave their jobs or downgrade their employment because they're no longer shackled by the need to get health care from their employers. So, and they said this could happen to like 0.5% of the workforce, and Republicans have extrapolated this number into 650,000 jobs lost. They're saying it's crushing jobs. Now, understand the distinction here. You have not jobs that are going away. In fact, it's going to open up employment. It's people voluntarily saying, I'm no longer going to work full-time or going to work at McDonald's, or I don't know that you get health care at McDonald's, or some crappy job. I have enough money to retire on, but I didn't have enough money to pay for health care, and now I do. So it's people willingly, voluntarily leaving the job force. And Republicans are saying this is job killing. When in fact, when they leave that job force, it's actually going to open up jobs. So to the extent that it's going to have any net effect on the number of jobs, it could very well open up jobs, because people are no longer beholden to those jobs or that type of employment because they have other opportunities for health care. But it's fascinating to watch the Republicans have to lie about this now, because this is not what they were hoping to base this repeal on. Some marginal lie that is easily disproved in about a half a dozen ways. So good luck to you, Republicans. We know this is a publicity stunt. Unfortunately, the Republicans are having to play to their ever increasingly crazy base, which is going to, again, once these people start to get into any position of governance, they reveal themselves as completely bankrupt of a governing philosophy. Good luck to the Republicans.